Good evening, Internet users. I'm your host, Psychotica, and welcome back to the Tchavda Podcast. Well, today is the second episode of the podcast. As you know, we just started it recently, and I am super excited. And as a matter of fact, today is my birthday. And not only that, but I also lost my voice, as you can probably tell. My cat's at the door. She really wants to get in the room. I'll let her in a sec. But today, I was just like, you know what, I should record something. Because initially, I was supposed to record an SRHR like a couple days ago. But I didn't get to record it, and I was super lazy that day. So I ended up just looking through my Twitch streams and archiving stuff and uploading it to YouTube on an unlisted playlist. So that like you can go find them, but if you look through my videos, you can't find them. Otherwise, I've been thinking of what to do this month and the coming month, plural, and I've been planning out stuff really. Today I was going to record not an SRHR, but something kind of like an SRHR, but it's more like a birthday video, you know. So I'm turning 17 this year, and honestly, it's crazy. 2022, yeah, it's been a wild year. Not as wild as last year for now, but it's been pretty. It's had its ups and downs. So I got a lot of cool gifts this year, and not only cool gifts but awesome voice cracks every time I mention something. But so this year I went shopping like the other day, before my birthday. Today's my birthday, so I went shopping maybe I think not yesterday, before yesterday. Yeah, like the 20th, so like Friday. And it was fun. We just walked around like the city and we're looking for stuff. We went to the mall because the initial gift was just like a dress shirt and tie, like a plain white dress shirt and a tie. But we didn't find that. We found it kind of, but it was like super expensive. Like at every store, it was like $50 for this, $50 for that. 30, it's like, okay, that's better, but like I don't really need something that expensive that I'm not going to wear often. So we just kept looking around. We also went to the toy store. We looked at Legos and stuff. It was cool. We were looking for this bonsai tree Lego set, and we couldn't really find it anywhere. We finally found it, like, we found it, like, later on, but we couldn't afford it because it was, like, almost $100, and I was like, that's crazy. Let me let my cat in real quick, and... Come in, Pebbles. Yeah. Good kitty. Sorry if that took long. I am back. Say hi, Pebbles. Good kitty. She's very fluffy. And sleepy, and of course she's sleepy today. So, but yeah, as I was saying, we went to the mall and stuff. We were just walking around. Hit one of the it's like Bulgarian GameStop. They didn't have many things there though. The Xbox games section is like one shelf, and it's not even like a full shelf. It's like maybe like 30 games, and I was like, oh shit, what is this? They had some good deals. They had some stuff on sale. But I was like, I don't really need any of these games specifically. It's just like Battlefield games that I already have, and like a couple other indie games and stuff. And I wasn't really looking for games anyway. But I did go to the bookstore. I looked around at the CDs and I looked at some manga. They had a lot. They restocked on the manga and they expanded the section a bit. And they had a lot of stuff. They had the series that I was looking for, Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. Yeah, it's so weird. You could tell after that live reading of Nagatoro from back in 2019 that things really took a turn for me. But yeah, they had the series there, but they only had 3 volumes. And those 3 volumes were the volumes I already had. They were Volume 7, Volume 4, and I think Volume 3. And I already got those, so I didn't get any manga or anything. They did have they had the colored Full Metal Alchemist. They had like the special edition of the manga, which I do really want, but at the same time, I don't even know if I have that much space for any more manga. I'm literally like stacking them on top of each other in the weirdest way possible. So I'll have to, lay off the manga for a while, or at least until I finish reading them, because like maybe I've read about, so I've read, okay, so I have JoJo's part 2, I have volume 1, 2, and 3. I've only read halfway through the second one because I've watched the anime and stuff, and I've read the manga online a bit. So I'm only halfway through that. So let's just say I've read 2 of the JoJo mangas. I've read almost all of the Don't Toy With Me Mace Nagatoro manga. I think I've read through part 5, and then I haven't read, like, I read them online, but the physical copies, the ones that I haven't read volume 7 and 9 yet, fully. I have Full Metal Alchemist. I've read maybe 2 of my 3-in-1 volumes. I've read the 16, 17, 18 volumes, which is one of my favorite arcs. And I've read the 10, 11, 12 volume, which is a really good arc as well. I've read the Komi Can't Communicate. I've read it online. No, I watched the anime, but I've read volume 1 and 4. I have volume 6, but I haven't finished it. I've read all My Hero Academia ones. I've read, which is only like 2. I have volume 9 and 14 because I watched the anime and switched to the manga occasionally. I also have Kaguya-sama Love is War. I have volume 1, 2, and 3, which is perfect. I found volume 4 at the store, and I was like, I kind of want this because, it'd be nice to have the 4th volume, because it's kind of hard to find like the volumes in order here in Bulgaria. But I haven't read volume 3 fully. Started reading it. I have Way of the House Husband. I've watched the anime, and I've read a little bit of it. I read both of my Black Lagoon volumes, which is just volume 4 and volume 9, I think. Let me check right now. It is volume 6, man. No, it is volume 9. I can't read. The thing, it's like upside down, What else? So for my birthday, as I was saying, I looked through the manga section and stuff, but I also went to the CD section, and I was like, I'm just gonna look for like some Childish Gambino or something, just to see if they have it this time, because they never have anything interesting. I was just like, they might have like maybe Tame Impala, because I know there's a store that does sell Tame Impala, but I think it's their, what album was it? It's not their last album. It's they do sell that though. I think it's his second studio album. I don't remember, but they do sell Tame Impala. That's the point. And I was like, maybe they'll have like Kendrick Lamar, or like Kanye West or something, or like Childish Gambino, which is like impossible to find. Maybe like I don't know, what are other artists that I listen to? I was just looking around. I was like, in my mind, I thought to myself, they're not gonna have anything here today. I can just tell, even though they restocked, I know they're not gonna have anything. So I was just flicking through the CDs, and then I see something very off about this one CD. And so I'm just flicking through I don't even know what section it is, because they put everything in the wrong section. One time I found Kanye West, Jesus is King, and like the pop. No, I found Jay-Z and Kanye West's Watch the Throne in the pop section along with Jesus is King. And I was like, I don't really know if that's pop. But so I saw something in between these CDs, and it was a clear CD. And I was like, this is a weird cover for a CD. And then I reached a little further, and then I started flicking through that section until I reached the CD, and I pulled it out a bit, and I could see through the entire case. And I was like, there is no way there's no way this is happening. I pulled it out a little further, saw that little red label on the side, and I was like, holy shit, there is no way I just found the CD in Bulgaria. And I immediately bought it. It was $33, $34, I think. Yeah, $33.99 or something. I bought Kanye West's 2013 album, Yeezus, and I'm really happy. But the thing that sucks about it is if you want to open the case, you have to take the tape off, or you have to cut it, like, on the corner. And I don't want to do that, because, in my opinion, that kind of ruins the whole thing. So I'm going to keep it sealed forever, which at the same time pisses me off, because there's dust inside of the case that's on the CD, and the CD is super shiny, so you can see that dust, and you can't remove it. So it's just gonna stay that like that forever. So yeah, we walked through the malls. I went to another bookstore. The mall had two bookstores. I went to the downstairs one. It was pretty cool. They had a ton of stuff they like stacked everything on that shelf. Like there was no space to even see. There was like two rows and you couldn't even see behind the first one. And I was like, oh shit. So I was like taking out these huge batches of like books and manga. And I was like, oh my God. They had a lot of cool stuff that I haven't seen before. But it's all mixed up. The thing that sucks about Bulgaria is like if you want to buy manga, it's never like they never like sell the volumes in order. They always sell like the most randomly picked volumes ever. And I noticed this at Barnes and Noble when I went to the States. It also was like that. But like if you look here, you like you go to the store, right? And you want to look for like a manga. You're looking for like you want to get started with something, yeah? But you can't find the thing about Bulgaria is you can never find the first volume. It's just non-existent for some series. Like, I was lucky enough to get the first volume of Komi Kemi Communicate, which, oddly enough, is kind of common. Like, it's the most common Volume 1 manga you can find here in Bulgaria. Like, Volume 1 of Miss Nagatoro, impossible to find. Volume 1 of Full Metal Alchemist, you can get it in the triple set. You can get it with that, but you can't get it alone. You can get My Hero Academia Volume 1. That's an easy one to find. But, like, no other series has, like, Volume 1s available. Demon Slayer? No, you're starting at Volume 16. You want to get into Fire Force? Volume 24 is where you're at. You want to get into a One Piece? Well, guess what? We don't sell anything below Volume 80. See, you get what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm a bit sick, too. Which is kind of not that great because it's my birthday, but who cares? Like, come on. So I bought Yeezus and we went downtown a bit. We hung out. We went to other stores downtown. We still had a mission, and that mission was to get some clothes for me for my birthday. I wanted to look snazzy. So we went downtown to another bookstore, and I was like, I'm just gonna stop by here. Is that okay? And we both stopped by. She went to the like Bulgarian book section about like linguistics and languages and stuff. She was over there, and I went upstairs where I went downstairs first where all the manga was. They haven't restocked in a while. It's still the same volumes and everything, but it's like I'm still keeping my eye on them. So I went upstairs and I was just checking out the CDs. Saw that they have like Triple X, you know, Ja. They had him. The deluxe edition though of Question Mark, they didn't have it this time. But because I really like the deluxe edition, and it's actually not that badly priced for what it is. Maybe it's like worth €15, so that's a pretty good deal in my book. So it's like $30 for me. So I just was hanging out in the CD section. Went to the English books section for a bit, but I was like, there's nothing here. It's just like teen fantasy or whatever, and Harry Potter and stuff. Hello, Pebbles. So I just hung out in the CDs mostly. So then I was on my way out to go meet my mom, and I just was like, I'll check out the vinyls for a bit, and so I was flicking through the vinyl because I like vinyl. I don't have a vinyl player. I don't have a record player or a turntable or anything, but I've always wanted to have like some sort of vinyl. I do have one record, that is literally broken and scratched, and I found it in an abandoned building, and it's Russian lessons for I think 4th grade or 3rd grade. But it was a cool find. I still have it. It's on display. But so I was flicking through the vinyl, and I was just like, these are some cool artists. You got Pearl Jam 10, that's a really good album. You got this album, that album. And I was flicking through, I was like, there's nothing interesting here. But then I flicked through a couple rows, and then I go through this one row, and I for some reason I'm feeling off. I'm like, there's something about this row that feels really lucky. And then I flick through a little longer, and then I see something. I see a vinyl sticking out from the back. It's red and has like a slight green hint on the text that's on it. A yellowish green text on it. It's a red album. And I was like, wait a second. is that what I think it is? And oh my God, it was exactly what I thought it was. I immediately grabbed it and pulled it out, but it like ripped the plastic covering on it. And I was like, oh shit, I guess I'm gonna buy it. But either way, I bought it. But I just took it out and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. It's Talking Heads 77, their debut album, which is an awesome album. It's great. It would have been cool if they had like Remain in Light, but come on, you got like amazing songs. Like, you got Psycho Killer. And that, like, for example, like, I'm not that basic to only like Psycho Killer, but like, you got like that song. You got was it Uh-Oh Comes to Town, or was that on their second album? I don't remember, but like, it's an amazing find. And I opened it up at home and I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. It's so shiny, it's so smooth. There's like, the packaging is cool. You got all the lyrics for the songs. And I was like, I'm a huge Talking Heads fan. And a little backstory to why this find was so cool for me is because for maybe a few months now, I've been looking for Talking Heads CDs and vinyl. They do sell one CD, but it's an Essentials CD, and I'm not a big fan of those because they usually don't include a lot of songs that I'm a big fan of. So finding like Pebbles is walking all over my desk. Finding like a full-length album is like crazy for me. And I was talking to my friend from Greece, and he was saying, oh yeah, we got like lots of Talking Heads here. You can get secondhand. It's like super cheap too. You got CDs, you got vinyl. And I was like, you lucky bastards. So I went to these like vinyl festivals and I was like, do you guys have like Mother Love Bone? Do you guys like have Allison Chains or Talking Heads? And they're like, whew, if you want to find those, you're going to have to pay a lot. And it's going to be hard to find those Talking Heads. And they're like, oh, you're going to have to pay like $200 for one of those. And then I showed him. I got a Talking Heads 77 vinyl, and I'm proud. And I just ran down to my mom, and I was like, "Oh my God, Mom, look at this!" And I was like, "Oh my God, I don't know if I should even buy it because when it comes to money, I'm very hesitant on what to do with it. Like, I like to think I'm a little responsible with my money because I always try to save my money, and I limit myself a lot to my purchases, and I never use my card for anything but like Steam purchases and like when I want to get a book or something, because like I never have cash on me. There's like a fare, of course, but it's minor. It's not like 5% or anything. It's like a few cents, like maybe a couple tens. I don't know, like 60, 90 cents. It's not that bad. But last year I did go broke at one point. I was like, I had so little money by the end of December. I had like maybe $200 on my account. It started at 1,000. I had 200 at the end of the year because I was constantly buying like manga and CDs and stuff. But now I buy even more CDs. I bought maybe 7 CDs just this year, or maybe including like the last months of last year. I'm not sure. But like I've been on a streak. So yeah, I was really worried about buying it, but then I was like, yes, I'm going to buy it. I'm a huge Talking Heads fan, so you know, I got to get it. What else has happened recently? So speak on the topic of CDs. I've been buying a lot of CDs cuz I've been listening to a lot of music. Like I'm not even going to give any specific statistics cuz that's just like that's just dumb. But like I listen to a lot of music. Past couple days, not really. I like to take a break sometimes so I can hear, because constantly being with headphones kind of just ruins your hearing. And at this point, I needed like a hearing aid because like holy shit, I can't hear a lot of the time. But what else? Yeah, CDs. So I have Good Kid, Mad. Let's list some of the CDs down that I have. I bought this year. I have Good Kid, Mad City Deluxe Edition. That was a really expensive one, but I'm really proud of it. I love that. That's my favorite Kendrick album. I have Call Me If You Get Lost, which I just bought from Impulse because I was like, no way, it's actually in Bulgaria. A great album. I have Yeezus, of course. I have The College Dropout, which is super cool. I love the CD so much. It has so much cool stuff inside, and it's like all from like 2003 and stuff. I have Wolf, but like with the original cover, which I thought was rare, but apparently a lot of people have it. But it's really cool. It's the only one they sell in Bulgaria, and it has a bunch of awesome stuff inside. The CD looks awesome. I love Wolf. It's my favorite Tyler album, and that's probably a very unpopular opinion. What else do I have besides Wolf? I have My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, my maybe my third favorite Kanye album. I'm really my opinion on Kanye changes like every month. What else do I have? I have Yay, self-titled by Kanye West. I have Jesus, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Yeah, those are all the Kanye albums. I have Soundgarden's Super Unknown, which is my favorite Soundgarden album. I know it's pretty basic, but like, come on, it's a great album. I love it so much. I have Allison Chains. I have 3 Allison Chains albums, but it's like in a one package, which is super cool. I have Allison Chains, their EP from 1992, Sap. I also have their live album. Was it Live at Majestic Theater? It's the Unplugged album. I also have Jar of Flies, which is my favorite Alice in Chains album, besides like the EP Sap and the live album. Their live albums are really good. I've listened to, I think, 2 of them. There's like 3, I think. I'm not sure, but I have a lot of CDs. I got Michael Jackson, of course, The Police. I think the Police one was the first one I ever bought. And there's a couple more, I think. But I love CDs. Like, since that vinyl's super expensive here, it's like super overpriced as well. I get CDs instead to, support. I don't know if it's supporting the artist or not, but to show that I really like it. And I play the CDs sometimes, but mostly they're just for display. What's happened recently? Because that's this is what it's all about on this podcast, stories and stuff, But yeah, so the reason I lost my voice, I think I said it earlier, but these past 3 days or something, I've been like yelling nonstop. That might sound like a bad thing, which technically, for my throat, it's not very good. But it all started because I was in a call with some friends, and there's a new game on Discord. You know how Discord has like games and stuff in public voice chats, and they added a new one called Putt Party. Oh god, my nose. And this game is super fun, and we play it a lot. We play it like every day, maybe an hour a day. Because it's like, you might be thinking, how do you fucking play a fucking game about golf on Discord with only like 9 maps for like an hour a day, or like 3 or 4 hours a day? I play it for like hour or 2 every day. It's fun. It's really fun with friends because everybody just sucks, and that's exactly what happened. It was just the 3 of us. We were just playing, and everybody was just sucking super hard, and I was just like, oh my god, how did you do that? How do you do this and that? And then they were yelling back, and I'm like, shut up, bro. And that's one reason I lost my voice. And then I talk loud on the phone. Not on the phone, but like I had to talk loud a couple times later in the day. But it all started with that. Oh my gosh, I'm tired. It's like 11:46 in the morning, which doesn't make sense why I'm saying good evening as the intro, but who cares? So after that, the second day, I was out with my mom. That was when I went shopping, and we were just messing around. And then we went to a bar, and they were playing really loud music. We were sitting outside. And we saw some friends, and we were talking, but like we had to talk really loud. So I was like, "Hey, so yeah, I'm a really big fan of Talking Heads," because we were talking about the CD and the vinyl. And she was like, "Oh yeah, I could tell you're a connoisseur of the sort." Not really connoisseur, you get the idea. And I was just yelling the whole time because I not only is my hearing bad, but I have to yell because I talk pretty quietly most of the time. So I was yelling a lot then, and my voice was very sore. My throat is very sore now and swollen. And then yesterday, 21st, I went to a concert, and I had to yell a lot too. And the funny thing about going to this concert was, so I went there with some friends, and I was kind of third wheeling the whole time, but I eventually started conversations with everybody. And we were just talking and stuff, and because I had to yell a lot, and my throat was really hurting, like, a lot. And I was like, oh my gosh. And this guy, he brought vodka. He brought, like, a thing of vodka. I don't remember what for. But the thing is, it's not actually vodka. So I was like, oh, he has, like, a little vodka. Maybe I can ask him for, like, a sip just to, put some, like, just go down the throat, like, warm up my throat, and, like, it'll feel good on my throat. And I was like, hey, do you have any of that vodka left? He was like, you want some? And I was like, yeah, sure, I need it for my throat. And he was like, you sure? It's 95% alcohol. And I was like, whatever, I can handle it. And then I was supposed to take, like, a small sip, which is what I was expecting. But, like, at first I was like, this is not bad. So I took, like, 2 shots worth of a sip. And thank God I ate right before that, like, a lot. I ate, like, some meat and some, like, a bunch of fries and some bread. Thank God I ate, because I probably would have blacked out. But I took took a big swig, expecting, like, I don't know what I was expecting. I guess because it was, like, full to the brim. I was like, okay, boom. Holy shit. When it touched my tongue, I then realized, when he meant 95% alcohol, I don't think, like, something's wrong. The taste was off. It tasted like chemicals. It tasted like disinfectant, and that's basically what it is. It wasn't even, like, proper vodka. It was like, and that's why I think he was warning me. He was like, are you sure? Because it wasn't actually vodka. It's just plain spirit with no sugars added, nothing to filter it. It was so painful, but I survived. And it was it made my throat feel much worse, but it was funny. And then I went to go eat more after that, because I'm not a big fan of alcohol. I don't like alcohol, really. Maybe, like, when I'm out with my mom, I'd have, like, a couple sips of a beer, but, like, that's the most. I don't like drinking. It's not my thing. So yeah, I was at a concert, and it was a really good concert. It was, like, 6 bands. It started really late. It started at, like, 8 p.m., 8:30. No, it started at, like, 8, and it was supposed to start at, like, 6 and end at 11:30, and instead it ended at, like, it did end at 11:30, which is good. But I guess they kind of had to rush everything, because it was supposed to be poetry and stuff, but I guess that never happened. It was a good concert, pretty fun. My mom came. I was with my dad. He's in one of the bands. They had a really good performance. The other band, Review, had a really good performance. It was a really good concert. A lot of people. Expensive food, though. $6 for some fries. That's crazy. Like, $4 for a fry. Like, not a fry, but some fries with cheese. It's, like, stupid as shit. Maybe that's normal in the States. I don't know. I haven't been to the States in, like, 3 years, so I'm not really up to date with my prices. Yeah, it's a fun concert. So yeah, as I was saying, we celebrated my birthday fun, like, early in the morning, and then we couldn't find a taxi, so I just ended up walking for, like, 2 hours. No, like an hour. Yeah, an hour and a half. I just was walking for that much time. Because I live really far. But, like, it's not that bad of a walk, because from the park where the concert was at, it's literally a straight walk, and then you get to my house. But it's like a 5-kilometer walk. That's the thing. It's like you can walk for that entire distance, but it's not even diverse or anything. It's literally just a straight walk, so it's, like, boring as shit, and no one wants to walk that distance too. So I ended up walking an even longer distance, but with a lot of turns. And we were trying to find a taxi, but I was really tired, and I just gave up on the taxi and walked home. Mom took a taxi, I think. Yeah, I got home. It was really nice, though. It was a really nice walk. I was really sad, though, because I saw a dead cat, and I feel so sad. I love cats. And it was really sad to see some roadkill on my side of the street, especially. What else was there? Like, I'm a little sick from allergies. As much as I love spring, because it's my season, it's when my birthday happens, and it's when all the trees like all the flowers, like, blossom, bloom. I don't know English. Like, everything looks pretty. It's all colorful. It's sunny. It's windy. It's rainy. You know the deal. It's awesome. It's a great season, but like my allergies just they're terrible. Like my nose. I was on the bus the other day, and I was like looking down at my phone. But then because I was looking down for like the whole time, my nose got super runny because it's all rushing to my nose, like all the snot and shit. Sorry, pardon. I don't want to swear. It's all going to my nose, and I'm like inhaling it, and I'm like, but I also like have to blow it out, like because it gets in the way. I need to breathe after all, but instead of blowing it out, instead of like kind of blowing it out, I accidentally like blew it out so hard it just went everywhere. And I was looking down and I was like, oh crap. And I was on a public bus that was packed, and I was like, I don't want anyone to see me like this. Yeah, so I got a break this Tuesday. And I hope I have a break tomorrow, because I was talking to some others and they have a break tomorrow at their school, which is stupid. Why can't we have a break tomorrow? Because if we have a break tomorrow, it's going to be sunny. It should be sunny at least. And that would give me a chance to record a video and edit, because I really don't want to go to school tomorrow or on Tuesday because we have history and I'm not ready. It's been too long. And I'm not looking forward to these next couple of weeks because we just have tests. Give me a sec. Tests upon tests upon tests, and I don't want to. I don't want to take those. I have to, and I'm gonna do good on them. I know that. I'm gonna do decent. That's my standard is to just do decently. Like just do good. It doesn't have to be amazing. Keep your keep the teacher's standards for you like at a minimum, so that if you get a lower score, you don't feel so disappointed. And if you get a super high score, you get really happy and the teacher's happy. It's a stupid strategy, but it's one I've been using for years. But yeah, we got tests and I hate it. Plans for YouTube, on the other hand, I have a couple things planned for the next couple weeks. I think the problem is, can I do them? And I can. I'll find some time. I get home at like, 2 p.m.? No, like 1:35, 1:50, and I can record videos. It's just, yeah, because it's going to be super sunny and nobody's going to be home around that time, so it's going to be perfect for recording videos. Just I'm super exhausted after every day at school. I just get home, it's super hot outside, I'm sweating. I'm like carrying all these books, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to deal with this right now. So I usually just hit the hay, or I like go to my mom's house, which is a lot cooler, like in terms of heat. So I just chill on the couch there and watch YouTube or Netflix, or like play something on the Xbox. But I hope to get some work on this week, because last week I was supposed to work on two things, and I was supposed to record a podcast yesterday, but I didn't get to. I had a lot of time, and I was going to do it with a guest, but we weren't sure what to do. So I'm going to do a different guest later this week, hopefully. And she's going to come on. We're going to just talk, old friends. A lot of people signed up for the podcast, and I'm really happy, because this is, sorry, Pebbles. This has been a dream of mine for a really long time, to just have a podcast. I got my co-host on board, so he's going to be joining me soon. I got like 10 guests lined up. No dates confirmed or anything. This is, for now, it's just like every now and then I'm going to record. It's not put in stone. The schedule's not put in stone yet. So I'm just going to record it maybe every 5 to 7 days, or maybe record some in advance, which is kind of stupid in my opinion, because I want like stories to be fresh, and I want it to be like from the week that it happened. So we'll have to see what happens there. Discord Tales episode 3. I'm going to try. I'm not promising anything, but maybe it will happen. Recently, specifically yesterday, I reunited with the Elevator Gang from 2020. I mean, we reunited like in late 2020, and because we hadn't talked for a long time, we reunited in 2021 actually, and we used to talk back then. Not much, but we talked. And I haven't seen them since April of 2021, because a lot of drama happened back then, and I won't even like get into that. It's very personal stuff. And we haven't talked since then. And all of a sudden, elevator son just texted me, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's you! I can't believe I found you after all this time." And I'm like, "Oh no! Oh my gosh, it's you! How? How did you find me? Because I changed my name like 3 times since we last saw each other." And they changed their name a bunch of times since last time I saw them. But it's really cool. We're all back together. They want to be on the podcast too. We got the whole gang back except for admin, just admin. We need him. He's the only one that we need. I'm in contact with him, so I'm going to try and get him on. And hopefully more videos will come soon. Discord Tales Part 3. I'm going to try and release next month. No promises though. Next month I'll try, because these next couple 2-3 weeks I'm gonna have to like be working hard in school and stuff, because like my last exams for the year, and I do want to pass school, you know. And in July I'll have a lot more time to record, because I don't think I'll have any lessons around then. Yeah, my lessons are until I think like June, and then they resume in like August, or no, I don't remember. We'll see. We'll have to see. Maybe they go through the whole year, because I have lessons in Indonesian every Tuesday and Thursday. The program has been switching a lot. It used to be so it started off at Tuesday and Thursday at 5 p.m. Then it switched to Wednesday and Friday at 10 in the morning. And then it switced to like 5 p.m. on like Monday and Wednesday. Yeah, it's been a wild experience, but it's really fun. It's a really interesting language. I love the classes. Really cool teacher. We just talk in Indonesian and English, and we study and stuff. It's really cool to talk about experiences, and we help each other with the languages. Like I help him with like sometimes English, sometimes Bulgarian, and he helps me with Indonesian, of course. So it's like really chill and stuff. The reason I started learning Indonesian is because a friend of mine, Saflay, she's a streamer that hopefully will come on the podcast sometime. I'm still waiting for her confirmation on that. We've been friends for like maybe a year and a half now. We met actually around the time that Elevator Gang was a thing. So literally the same day that video was recorded, not uploaded, the same day that video was recorded, we actually met. And she's also met them and stuff. We hung out a lot back then. And so I'm waiting for her to see, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, she has a small indie cult following, you know. She streams, I don't know if she animates anymore, but she used to animate, and they were really cool. So yeah, hopefully she comes on the podcast. So she's from Indonesia, and she taught me a little Indonesian back in I think late 2020, early 2021, and that's when I started kind of studying it on my own. And then it took a really long break for a while, and then in July, like I remember the day, it was July 29th, I started taking Indonesian classes for free at the embassy, and that's the reason I started taking them. But yeah, because I have lessons in school, uploads, there won't be slow. I mean, come on, there's no way it could be any slower than the past like 2 years, because since 2020, uploads have been seriously slow, if you know what I mean. But SRHR, I really want to make a second episode, because that first episode haunts me for series 2 rather, not season, but same thing, different words. But so I'm going to make another video like that soon, and hopefully if I have the break tomorrow, I'll record a video. If not, I'll have to record it on the 24th, which kind of sucks. But either way, it'll be like maybe like 3-4 minutes long, maybe 5. Like as long as like the first few SRHR videos. Discord Tales episode 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to try and finish this year before the 2-year anniversary of the show, which is July 24th. But I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make it, because those videos are like heavy on my computer to make. I have no idea why. The assets are just like, it's weird. Apparently, like adding text lags my computer. They are heavy videos. They're like 5 hours of footage. Plus, it's like HD and shit. And even like compressing it like for live, You know how Premiere, you can watch it in 1/4 of the quality, a quarter quality. It still like lags even doing that, and sometimes it doesn't even play. So it's gonna be very slow editing those. But the next one, the third episode, should be really easy. Like in terms of length, it's going to be harder to get short because I don't want them to be like that much over 10 minutes, because the thing is, I know people don't have that long of a time, like don't have such a long, like long attention span. So I try to make them like 9 minutes, 10 minutes. But like it's an hour and a half. It's like an hour, I think, or an hour and a half. That's the whole segment of Cards Against the Humanity. There's a lot of unfunny sections, so I just remove those. Well, but the ratio of that is that there's a lot more funny sections than there are unfunny, so it's gonna be hard. I'm gonna have to pick the best ones, but I'm also gonna have to pick it based off how easy it is to transition from one joke to another and stuff. But I think it's gonna be the funniest episode. Might have to put a trigger warning or something because like it gets offensive. But episode 4 is also going to be really easy to edit. It's only like 30. It's only going to be like an hour long. Like there's only an hour of footage, and then the Scribble.io was only like 45 minutes long. And then yesterday I was planning on releasing cut scenes from the series, but I couldn't find any of those cut scenes because like cut shots and stuff. But I couldn't find them because I did save them somewhere. Because I either didn't include them in the video because it didn't really match and didn't work out, but they were still funny or just interesting. And I was going to upload a video about that, but I never got to it, sadly. So uploads, they'll be a little consistent, I hope. I'm going to just chill out for this year, you know. Like just upload whenever I feel like making it. But I'm going to try and keep myself active, like edit like maybe every week or something, whether it's like a small video or something, or every like 2 weeks, because I don't want like month-long gaps in between videos, which has already happened with the SRHR video from January. But that doesn't really matter. It's like I uploaded a really good video after that. I forgot I was supposed to do a follow-up video for the last one, which I will do. It just, this week is going to be really awkward. I'm gonna try and work on it though. I need to do research first, and then they're gonna be a lot shorter though. They're gonna be like 5-10 minutes maybe, not 20 minutes. And I might actually just cover them on the podcast instead if like they're too minor or like not enough information is given to make an entire video. Like the thing is, I hate it when I say I'm gonna do something that I like kind of do it and then I just stop, because that's something I do a lot. That's why I say I don't promise anything, because when I usually promise something, I usually fulfill it normally. But I haven't been promising anything because like I don't know how things are gonna go. But soon, yeah, podcast is gonna be on video instead of just a blank screen. So episode 3 or 4, we'll see what happens. It's gonna be on video instead. And you're gonna see the new setup and stuff. Not like you haven't, but you know. I've been watching a lot of YouTube Vines rather, Vines and like really shitty meme compilations. I hate those meme compilations so much, but I keep watching them because I'm so bored. And usually they're not funny. They're like the same content every single one. And crap. And I just keep watching them. But I've been watching community bloopers and shit like that for like the past 2 days, and like community episodes on YouTube and on Netflix, because Community is my favorite show. Like Community is my childhood. I've rewatched Community maybe more times than I've watched my most watched movie. I've watched Community I think 6 times, like the entire show. Maybe, yeah, 6 times I've watched the entire show. Maybe even 7. I'm not sure. I watched it twice in 2020. Watched it once in 2021. Watched it once in 2015. I think 2016. So that's 5 times. Yeah, so like 5-6 times I've watched it. And then of course when I was younger I watched it, but I don't think I watched the entire thing. I like watched like every few episodes, because I used to watch it on TV back in the States. Recently, I what has happened recently? So yeah, things will change soon. The music I was working on, it was supposed to drop last week, but then I looked in my notepad and I was like, oh shit, this is actually supposed to drop in like 2 months. What am I rushing? Why am I rushing this? So yeah, it's gonna be delayed, and everything else is gonna be delayed. I just need to take a break. Like, I've been working a lot on stuff these past few weeks. Not even though it's not on YouTube and you can't really see it. I've been working, writing. Of course, I'm gonna get back into trying to I'm trying to like push myself to write more right now. But we'll have to wait because I'm still in like writer's block and I can't write in proper grammatically correct English. So we'll have to see. Well, yeah, it's my birthday today. I'm really happy. I'm 17. I do not look 17. A lot of people say I either look 21 or I look like I'm 14. So, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens with that, I guess. 2022 has been a great year. I'm glad. 22 is my lucky number. Today is the F1 race in Spain, Barcelona. And Yuki Tsunoda, driver number 22, who recently turned 22 years old. And today is May 22nd, the day that the race is. And it's 2022, so the stars are aligning, so he better win. I've been rooting for Yuki since day one of the season, and like since the last day of last season. So like, what was it? No, it wasn't Abu Dhabi. It was what was the last race? It was I forgot, but Yuki did good. He got 4th position. But yeah, F1's race is happening today. My friends are having a concert today. I'm having a birthday, so I'm gonna go celebrate that in later. I'm turning 17 in 5.5 hours. So I'm not 17 yet, but I guess by law I am. Like, if you look at my ID, yeah, I'm 17 now, but like, I like to celebrate it more accurately. And we're running out of time. I mean, not like I limit myself, but I'm so sorry that my voice is like this. It's terrible and I hate it. But who cares? I clearly don't. And yeah, it's a lot of stuff has happened, Next week more podcast, or I'll try. I need to contact my friends next week, maybe a video or 2. Gonna try and work more. Been hanging out in Discord a lot. Got back in contact with a bunch of old friends. So I'm feeling very nostalgic. 2020 was a year like one of the best years of my life. Even though I was going through a lot of stuff, it was really good. That's when I met Elevator Gang. I met a bunch of old friends that still have contact with me, and it was all in that one server, Finesse. That dating server. Yeah, that server made everything awesome. I was also in r/DDLC. And I was in this other server called Amine, which I really want to make a video on because they have a lot of history, and I was there for all of it. And I stayed in that server purposefully so that I can document everything. So that video might actually be sooner than I thought, but because I have all the information right in front of me, I don't need to research that much. Maybe I can interview some people. But we'll see. I'm going to try and put effort into that because that was a really cool server. Yeah, I made a lot of friends. So I'm still friends with to this day. I met, Elevator Gang, of course, all those people back then. I collaborated. That's when I edited for another guy. That's when SRHR became a thing. I met Sapphilite back then. I made that one Radiohead video that was really stupid. 2020 was a great year, very nostalgic. I've been listening to all the music from my playlist back then, I was listening to a lot of Michael Jackson, a lot of Queen back then. I was listening to OK Go, a great band. I love them. I listened to like almost their entire discography. I'm missing one album only. I love nostalgia, like crazy stuff. And I've been feeling very nostalgic, so I changed my profile picture back to my old one on Discord. And yeah, so that's pretty much all I had to say for this one. I kind of just, I'm actually supposed to be VCing right now because I was with future guest Groge. He's my friend. He's from Greece. I'm also with the famous Kazakh rapper Poop Poop. He's also in a VC right now, and I was with him in a second ago, but I was like, I'll be right back. I gotta record something. So I'm recording this now. So yeah, happy birthday to me, and happy birthday to anyone else who has the birthday today. So yeah, we'll have to. I'm gonna go celebrate that later. Yeah, sorry, I get really awkward on. I don't know why, but like podcasts get me really awkward and stuff. But yeah. All right, guys. Well, this has been the Tchavda Podcast with your host Psychotica, aka Kikobi, aka Bogomil Zhirov, and I will see you guys some other time in the future. Maybe this week, maybe next week, maybe on my main channel, maybe on this one, maybe even Tchavda Anime. We'll have to see. So yeah, I'll see you guys another time. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Tchavda Podcast, and I will not see you later. All right, see you.